right, so normally I work with them separately just so I can kind of make sure they each individually understand everything before I start the chaos of getting them together. But I figured you probably want to see them in a video together. They don't really get to spend a lot of time together anymore because, as you probably have heard, Miss Chloe has entered womanhood and somebody is showing a little interest in her. So we obviously want to not let that be a thing. So if you can see over here, she really likes my two females. My shepherd, she'll be 2 on Sunday. And then my little Mally, she's a little over 4 months, just slightly over 4 months old. So she gets to go out with them. We haven't really found a friend yet for Caesar, but he gets lots of love and attention from the staff, so that's totally fine. The biggest thing that I wanted to go over that we've been focusing this week on, honestly, they're such great dogs. Like, they're really calm and chill. They're very perceptive to everything. They've been doing really, really well, as you already know. Like, they're just good dogs. But I wanted to make sure that they really understood the picture that I'm looking for. So what I've mostly been focusing on is establishing a way to gain engagement, to keep them wanting to interact with me, so that I can use that to get them out of certain situations, and I'll use what I'm going to go over to kind of shape new behaviors. Lily, she's flirting with my little girl over there. So the biggest thing that I've been working on is establishing a marker system for them. So that's going to be different words that cues or sounds that announce the arrival of food for them. So they're going to mark a specific moment in time that I like something, and then through that association, that conditioned response, they're going to learn that that sound announces the arrival of food. So then that can take on the good feeling of food. So then I can use that to shape new behavior. So it's kind of the bridge between the thing that I like and the arrival of food. So that way, let's say if I'm asking them to go into a sit and good boy, as I go to reach in my pocket to bring them the reward for the sit, they come out of the sit. I don't want to accidentally reward the wrong thing. So that marker, it marks that moment, the exact moment that if I'm asking for the sit, that his butt hits the ground, I can reward that even if he comes out of the sit to get the reinforcement. So, Chloe, what are you doing? So, we have a couple of different words that we're using. We have the word yes, the word good, and the word okay, and then no, which is not really a reward word. Chloe, hey, come on, come. Each one of those, Chloe, has a different meaning as far as the picture that I'm looking for. Sorry if I'm squinting, the sun is like blaring on me from behind the phone. Hey, don't you knock that over. Give me your, I should have a leash on you too because you're running around like a crazy. Chloe! Yep. So we have the word, the word yes, which I've kind of just been doing a P at the end of it. Yep. That means, I like what you did there, come get reinforcement for me. So that means that it doesn't matter what they do past that marker, they can be done with behavior. I'm rewarding the exact moment that I like something. They have to come to me to get reinforcement. What are you doing? Then with the word good, that's going to be what I use to build duration within behavior. So if I ask for a sit or I ask for a down or whatever, I'm going to say the word good, show that I like that, but I want them to continue to be in behavior. So I'm going to repeat that while they're in that behavior to build value in staying in that behavior. And then the word okay means that they can come out of behavior. So, you know, when I tell them to sit, I want them to remain in that sit until I say so otherwise. So in order for that to happen, we have to also teach that release word. So that has to be something that happens. If you tell them to sit and then you leave them alone and they break the sit, then there's not going to really ever be any value in remaining in that sit. And then no is what I use to interrupt or stop them from coming out of behavior. So it's something I'm just conditioning a response to right now. I'm not really expecting any type of long duration. I'm just kind of introducing the concept of if I say no, then I'm including a little bit of leash pressure to stop them from coming out of behavior, but I don't want to correct anything yet until I know that they really understand what the criteria is first. Right? So I'm just going to do a quick little demonstration of them doing their yes versus good and okay. So a lot of blurring. We'll kind of blur on their place. Good. Meaning I want to stay in behavior. Good. And again, this is the first time we're working with them together. Good. Good. Okay. Meaning they can come out of behavior. Oh, I smelled my sister. Did you smell her? Because I want that engagement, the yes, the yep, is going to be something that I really focus if they're paying attention to me, making eye contact, checking in while doing other things. I want to reward those moments to put value on it. So they're pretty great singularly paying attention to me, to be engaged with me. Right now, Chloe, because she likes my puppy, keeps going over there and I flirt with my puppy because she wants to play with her. But normally, I don't have a big issue with keeping them engaged, but I'm also very much so working to keep that engagement. So every time they pay attention, so like right now he's sniffing her booty, Caesar, and as soon as he disengages and looks at me, I want to pay that. And they already have a really great response to those marker words, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. Moving a little bit quicker with them than I normally do with other dogs, so I've already started placing commands on each behavior because they're showing me everything super consistently. I like to wait a little bit till I see them doing exactly what I want as far as the picture goes through luring. So if they're consistently going right into the behavior that I'm looking for, that's when I put a command on it because I want to make sure that I'm not creating any disassociation. I don't want to put a command and have it mean something a little bit different to them. Katana, no. Good girl. Hi. But yeah, they're doing really great. The yes, that's going to be something, again, right now I'm using it for engagement, putting value and paying attention to me. That's going to be something that I use later. If we get into a sticky situation, maybe there's a little bit of an unwanted association towards something, I can change and put that value back on me by rewarding things as soon as they see something. And before there's that chance for before a bad experience, as soon as they see maybe a potential trigger, I'm going to say yes, and then switch the value back over to me, so there's not a chance to remain in that unwanted association. Right? Oh, good. I will work on rewarding them at the same time how that goes, because I don't want their, like right now they're pretty cordial with each other with food and stuff. I don't want to, oh, my thing is saying the battery. Hey. I want to make sure that there's no like possessiveness over food amongst each other. So I definitely want to make sure I tidy up the clarity of I'm paying you versus I'm paying her. Chloe. So if I'm paying one dog, I don't want the other one to come and sticking their face in there, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna figure out how I want to handle that. It might just be I say their name beforehand. Caesar, good. Chloe, good. And that way it's not the like if Chloe's getting food. Nope. But we'll figure that out. That's something that I'm gonna tackle. Like I said, I haven't really put them together. I've been doing everything individually before, just to kind of help with clarity and not have there be a lot of chaos. Like this video is kind of a lot because I can't really manage each dog at the same time. Yeah, you guys want to go closer, say hi to your daddy and your mommy? Chloe, that's a good girl.